Hi everyone, this is Sherry. Hey, I'm here at my mom's house. We've been working on a project and I'm really excited to show you what we've been working on and kind of walk you through the steps. I think you're really going to love this. So come on, let me show you. Okay, so let's go on in. There's my mother. Hi, Mom.
Hello.
This is her glass house. I'm going to give you just a quick tour. All the pretty glass she's got. Every color you can imagine. And then let's go over here and I'll talk to you about our project that we're doing. This is our 5-panel door. It's an old antique door. Let me get back where you can see it. It's an old antique door. And we just took this to a carpenter who cut out the panels here. Cut out all these panels. And let me get where you can see it. And it just has a little indentation all the way around where the glass will sit in this. And so we figured out what the dimensions were. And then we've made each panel to fit each opening. All right, I'm going to go over here. Now we have all of our panels laid out and they're all in different levels of different stages of completion. So let's go down here at the very bottom. These two here are finished. And this one, you're not going to be able to see the colors because they're laying down. But this is a purple, a real pretty dark purple with some amber, which looks kind of yellowy here. But when you get it up, it lightens up with a light behind it. So it's purples and then an amber color behind that. And Mom has this one completely done. Anything you want to say about this piece?
Well, let's see if we can hold it up here to
Okay.
this glass.
Oh yeah, there you go. Isn't that pretty? That purple water glass, just beautiful. And then you can see that it looked really yellow laying down, but it's more of a light golden. And would you call that an amber, Mom? Maybe
Yes.
That's like an amber color. Look at that pretty green. And then we have the amber there, the little buds on the end.
Blue chip on the background.
Blue chip
Glue.
which is blue chip? What
Glue.
are you?
Glue.
Oh, glue
Glue
chip. That's the pretty. I call this the frosted glass. Let me see if I can get up close enough where you can see it. It just looks like it's got frost on the window pane. It's my favorite. Okay, so moving on. This is the very first one that we started with, and we weren't sure about our colors, and we kept going back and forth, and had some problems deciding. And the colors that we originally started with are not even in this picture now, I don't think. I think we've totally changed everything up. And this one, let's see if we can move this one up. And we might be able to lay this one down and turn the light on. Oh, isn't that pretty? This has got a light blue, kind of a Caribbean blue border on it. I just love that. I think that's so pretty. And then the deep dark, let me get over the top of it. The deep dark blue is in the center and here on the ends as well. 2 shades of green, a light, kind of a lime yellowy green. And then this green here has got some brown in it that just kind of gives it a little bit more texture. And then again, a real pale amber color, and I think it was the same one that we used over here on. Was it the same as this, or is this different?
I think it's different.
Okay, maybe a different, but similar, very similar. And I just love this piece. Every time Mom gets one finished, we think that's our favorite, and then she starts another one, and then we have a new favorite. Then moving on, this is going to be the middle panel. It's a 5-panel door, and so this is going to be the middle panel, and it's just a little bit different from the other ones. You can see the flowers and the vines. So she's going to solder this, and this will all be, the solder will make the vines between each of the little buds. And the neat thing about this piece is that it's all iridescent. And it's a little hard to show up. You might be able to see it here on this blue, but it's a gorgeous blue. Let me hold this up. You're going to turn the light on?
Yeah.
This is a really pretty, deep dark blue. but then yeah, there's a little bit of the iridescent there on it, but it has the iridescent on the top of it. It just makes it gorgeous. So even if there is not a light, even if it's not backlit, this is going to be a really pretty piece just because of every piece is, let's see, is the green iridescent or not?
Some of the green is iridized and some of it's not.
Okay, so we've got a little bit of a mixture there.
The little flower buds are iridized.
Can we pull one of those up to see? See, on just laying down, those look kind of they have a pink color. They have a pink iridescent look, or iridized. How do you say that? Iridescent?
Iridescent, iridized.
So it kind of has just if I can get it up here, focus. It looks like it's got a little bit of a rosy pink, but when you lay it down and put a backlight behind it, it is, turn that on for just a second,
It's
Mom.
too bright.
Oh, is it? It's a red. It's actually a red. And so with that dark blue center, that's going to be super pretty. That is just really going to be neat. And then she's framed this out. It's got a little bit of a what is this, a cream color?
Cream colored iridized.
Around the blue. And so that's going to frame out that blue. And I think that's just going to be gorgeous when she gets that all done. Now you can see on this piece that she's got it. Why don't you tell a little bit here what you're doing on this? What is the
Well, this is foil, copper foil that you put around each piece, and then you can solder. Your solder will stick to it. Solder won't stick to the glass, so you put copper foil around it, and then you can solder it. All of this has had the foil. I like down here. This has nothing, but it's just been cut out.
Let me get a close up there. Now, have you already sanded and ground?
Yes, this is ready to foil.
Okay. So she's already ground those pieces when they're, and I'll show you one here in just a minute. She's working on right now that's still kind of rough, but she rough cuts those and then takes them to the grinder and grinds those down to where they fit the pattern pieces. And then moving on, this is a pretty little, we call this a sunflower. I'm not sure if it's a flower, but we decided it's a sunflower. And what's neat about it is there is a little brown, let me see if I can get this out, get this up a little bit closer. This little piece has got of course I'm going the wrong way, there it is. This little piece has got little bumps on it, and it just looks like the center of a sunflower. So we've decided this is a sunflower. Mom just finished a piece before we started this, and she used that center in her other piece, and it just really has a realistic look of a sunflower. And this piece is really going to be, it's maybe more of a simple, when you say, Mom, it's not as detailed.
Yeah, it's pretty simple.
It's not as elaborate maybe as some of the other pieces, but look at this. These, did we decide what these were called?
Globs.
We're calling them glass globs. They're just little, you can buy them in little bags. Oh. And see, she has, if I can get it focused here, let me find my focus. She's wrapped this in the copper foiling so it'll stick. And we thought this would be really fun just to put these in, if I can get down here on it, and give it a little dimension. So it's actually going to stand up off of the glass. And we thought that would just be kind of a fun little thing to do. And then this is a piece of purple, if I can get that up to the light for you. So the little bud here will be purple. So a yellow with a little purple flower. And I think that's cute, don't you, Mom? I mean, it's simple, but I think that's really, it's going to be a neat piece, just because of the little, I think the little glass blobs there, just going to kind of give it a little unique look about it. And then our very last piece that Mom's working on now, it's hard to see this, she just started, and it looks like black. This is actually a really pretty,
navy blue.
Like a navy blue, and I could try to hold it up for you. I don't know if we can get a light on it or not. Maybe we can. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see. It's not going to show up super great, but it's a really pretty, hold it. Yeah, there it is. Really pretty navy blue. Let me get it. There we go. And so what we have decided on it, we're still picking out colors, but I'm thinking we're probably going to do like a lighter blue maybe around in this area. And then this blue, this ribbon piece here, we'll go ahead and then continue on around, and she's going to cut these two pieces out here as well on either. If you'll notice that every piece is symmetrical. So this wraps around on this end, these will be blue, and then it wraps around over here, and these two will be blue as well. And as you can see on these, she's just drawn the design out. Whoops, Mom, I moved that for you. She's drawn the design out, and then cut it out, and then kind of tell us what you do from this point. Once you get the glass here, is this the part where you grind it? Then you
have to get each piece to match your pattern, and some of it you have to grind. And if you're good at cutting, why, you don't have to. This piece here was hard to cut, and it's very ragged. So I will take the grinder.
Let me see. Let me get a close-up of what it looks like here at this point. Oh, yeah, I see some sharp.
And you've got to grind it down and get it where it fits in here in this area.
Just like a puzzle. And you'll notice one thing I wanted to show them, Mom. Pull that up for just a minute. On this pattern, this calls for 2 pieces. So this little line here is a break, and she decided she could cut that out all in one piece, and that's, I would think, is kind of hard because the curve of the glass, it's easier to break, but she was able to cut all 4 pieces out without breaking, so I think that's really good.
And we've used the glue chip as a background on all 5.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The glue chip.
Let me scan them again so everybody can see. So all the backgrounds are all the same. That ties them in, and then they all have grids. Now, some of the grids are big, like this one only has this line here and that one over there, so the pieces in the background are bigger. This one is a little bit smaller together, and then as you see in this one, the grid is going both ways, so it's got more of a grid. But that ties it all together and makes it look cohesive along with the background. So I'm really proud of her work. She's done all the work, and we've both picked out colors and made decisions on the designs and the colors that we were going to use. But Mom has done all the stained glass herself, so I'm really proud of her for all of her work. And I just can't wait to get it all together. I think it's going to be a really pretty piece. And then again, once again, let me just show you the door that it's going to go in. Now, the door, we're just using it right now to check dimensions for each piece to make sure they're going to fit. But then once she finishes up that last piece, then I will take this door. Be careful.
Well, I think I can get it.
Can you get it?
Yeah.
Just to give you an idea of what it's going to look like. Wow, that is so pretty. That is going to be gorgeous. And so once we get all the dimensions where she no longer needs this door, I'll take this door and strip all this old paint off. And I'm probably going to go back and do a paint very similar to this color because I think this this cream color is really complementary to all the colors that we've chosen. And then this door, once we get it completed, is going to be a pantry door in a kitchen. So we can have that hung up, and then there'll be a light behind it to backlight it. And I think it's going to be a one-of-a-kind piece, Mom. What do you think?
Well, I hope so.
I don't think anybody else will have one just exactly like that.
Well, we probably won't either.
It'll probably be the only one we do that's exactly like this. But it's been a mother-daughter project, and it's been fun to work on. Now, we've still got a lot to do. And so this is going to, yeah, Mama wanted to mention...
our patterns mostly came from Anna Crowell pattern. And
Pattern book.
We took them down to Staples or
I think it was
somewhere.
Staples and got them
We
enlarged.
got them enlarged to a 10 by 22. So all of our patterns are copyrighted. We changed a little,
We made some changes, a few.
but this is where the patterns come from.
Yeah. Okay, got to give a shout out to Anna so she gets the credit. So anyway, guys, that's kind of a wrap up of what we're doing. And we still got just a little bit more work. And we're going to make another video and show you once we get all of these pieces put in the door. And we'll show you what the door looks like once we get it finished. And I think Mom is going to give us a little bit more detailed information on each step. If you're interested in maybe becoming a stained glass artist, she's going to give her advice and some of her years of experience, the things that she's learned. And Mom, how long have you been doing this?
Since the early 80s.
Okay, so she's got a few days of experience in this, and she's done some really pretty pieces. In a later video, we're going to go take a tour through her house and show you all of her stained glass that she's got. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this, and like I said, we'll make another video and finish it up, show you what the finished project looks like. Thanks, everyone.